We got the baby, you know.
Do it. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cinnamons and synonyms. Welcome back. Before we start the podcast today, Dave, do you want to tell the people what happened today?
What happened is I told Ian he needs to start throwing more of my bag. So I give him a disc, my cinnamon specifically, that one. He decides to ace with it first throw.
Well, we go up to 13, and after Dave made that comment, he's like, give me 2 of your discs, I'll give you 2 of mine. He gives me the cinnamon, boom, ace it. In the long pin, too.
You chained out with 2 of my discs yesterday when we played.
Yeah?
My Toro and my Hex.
Yeah?
You just need to throw my bag.
Maybe. I do like this cinnamon, though. Dave said, stop stealing my discs, and Kai said, Ian's disc now. Kai. Thank you, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to Kai in a minute. He's gonna eat and just hang out. But Kai had a big week in disc golf. We did not have a big week. We kind of just hung out. But it's a big week of disc golf in total, in overall, not in total. What am I saying?
Words are hard sometimes.
Words are very hard.
That's fine.
Okay. Last thing, coverage is officially live. Front and back 9. Front 9's doing great already. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. If you haven't liked it, go back and like it. If you haven't subscribed from it, well, tell your friends to go subscribe because it was sick.
Yeah. I felt like we did a pretty good job on it. Once it went up, I was like pretty happy with it. It looks like somebody tried to do coverage, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and like that was our first time ever doing it, so it was really cool to like be behind the process of that and go through that process of like not only filming it but editing it and like putting kind of our own twist on it and doing
rewatching it like 6 times and
like 20 for me.
Yeah.
Because but we had a little get together.
We did.
That was super fun.
I mean, the worst part about it was having to listen to myself for like 20 hours with the voiceovers.
Yeah, I was on my computer the whole time while like my friend's asking me a question, Luke's giving us shit, Ben's being like, "That's awesome." Oh, Ian, you messed up. Chandler's like, "That's awesome." Oh, Ian, you messed up. Like, it was good fun though. So I'm really glad it's out. Kai's in there. He watched the front 9. He refused to watch the back 9.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the back 9, you'll know why. I don't want to spoil it for those of you who haven't watched it yet. So, yeah.
Good time.
Good time.
Any other new news? I think that's it for right now.
That's...
I got Jolly's Ranch coming up this weekend.
Dave is playing Jollies, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on it. I saw that it was a Friday-Saturday tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that actually works for me because I work on Sundays at the pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
So not having a Sunday tournament, I was like, you know what? Let's just send it.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Sure. MA1?
MA1.
Nice.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Might as well. Get spanked there rather than,
Destroy MA2 again.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. A little bit different competition out here
Yeah.
than in Colorado.
Well, especially that part of Colorado.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but at this point, like, that course, like, hurt my body. The Y hurt my body.
Yeah.
And, like, I didn't feel it when we were in Colorado, but when I finally got back, I was like, holy. Like, we played yesterday, and I forgot my shoes, so I was just, like, casual around, but I didn't know how to throw a disc. And then, I don't know, I'm ready to go enjoy disc golf and not take it as competitively right now and just, like, remind myself why I play disc golf, and it's to have fun and be outside with people, and yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Let's start here. Or do you want to go first?
I'm still leading.
Okay.
Give me like 5 to 10 minutes.
That's all you.
All me.
All you.
We had the Utah State Junior Champions this weekend. How many different age groups do we have?
A lot.
6 and 8, 10, 12, 15, and 18-year-olds. So FJ is under or that age?
18 and under.
18 and under. So it'd be like 8 and under, 6 and under.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. We had a lot of kids show up this weekend.
Yeah. Super cool to see.
Yeah.
Starting in FJ6, so 6 years old and younger. Parker Charbonneau. Charbonneau.
Charbonneau.
Help us, college boy.
We are not good with names at all.
Yeah, if you haven't known that by now.
Yeah.
Parker Charbonneau.
Charbonneau.
Yeah. That's what we're going with.
Would take down FJ6 with India Clausen in second and Colette Smith in third. In MJ6, we had Owen Anderson take down first place with Cosmo Firebird Shepherd. That's a sick name.
That is.
Is that Brock's kid?
I don't know. Is Brock out of South Ogden? Yeah.
Probably Brock's
Probably
kid.
Brock's kid.
Taking down second, and then Benjamin Smith taking down third. Dave, you're up.
FJ8s.
Yep.
We had Nora Brown taken down first, Scarlett Smith in second, and Marjorie Smith in third. And for the MJ8s, you had Vincent Shepard taking it down at +3, Brexon Soletto,
Yeah, sure.
and Lincoln Mills taking down third, with Zion Rock Shepard in fourth. Dude, badass names.
Those are some sweet names. Brock, if those are your kids, good job on naming your kids. I like that. FJ10, Eleanor Erickson taking it down with Winford Smith in second place. And MJ10, Carter Swift shot really well out there. Hunter Clausen in second and Calvin Mills in third. Actually, kind of a tight race for that top 3 spot in MJ10.
Yep. FJ12, we had Lillian Brown. Liliana Brown. The only one.
The only one.
Yeah.
Good job.
And then
Proud of you.
MJ12, Sam Ward taking it down at 4 under.
That kid's insane.
He's
Have you played with
going
Sam?
to beat us.
No.
Kid's insane.
We're going to play with him one day, and he's just going to absolutely destroy us. Blake Ashton in second, and Archer Clausen in third.
Sick. FJ15, let's just run through this. Mary Jane Holcomb taking it down with Corey Clausen in second and Riley Swift in third. MJ15, Porter Martin taking it down with a close race with Liam Mattern. Thank you. Porter Mattern taking it down with a close race for first with Liam Johnson just 1 stroke behind. And then Daniel Kajavok.
Yep. Your guess is as good
Sure.
as mine on that.
Taking down third place. FJ18, Jocelyn Smith, only one that showed up. Congrats for playing. We'd love to see it.
These are the kids we really got to start watching out
Yeah, I mean, I'm scared for these kids.
for. Logan Gregory taken down with a tie for first with Bridger Gibson. We take it down in a playoff. And then Emmett Johnson, 1 stroke behind in third.
Wow. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's
great to see how younger generation, getting into the sport and playing
Mm-hmm.
and seeing how well they do.
And we've played with Sam before.
We
Sam's a ripper. I haven't played with him in a while, but before we started doing this podcast thing, I would go out with Mike and Sam and John every weekend. John would text me, come play.
Yeah.
And I love playing with him. I haven't seen Sam in a while, so. But good job, guys. We're proud of you. Let's run through Davis Tech real quick, and then we'll get into why Kai is here. MJ15, Jaden Baham taking it down. MA4, Brady Daniels would take it down with Trenton Romig? I can't.
Romig.
Romig. And Matt Mann tied for second. Good job, guys. MA3. Luke Brannon taking it down at 20 under at Davis Tech.
Dang.
David Varner taking in second at 11 under, and a three-way tie for second place with James Watkins and Clinton Hansen. Good shooting, gentlemen. Ladies, Desiree Carpenter taking it down. Jesse Kablek in second, and Afton in third. Way to go, ladies. MA2, Dave.
This is Ian's division now.
Yeah, you can't play here anymore.
Colby Christopherson taking it down, 17 under. That is a wild last name. Christopherson. Alberto Garcia, 16, and Nathan Bowman tied for third with Lincoln Gortler.
Sure.
Jason Ramos. Or Ramen.
Jason Ramen. Sick. MA50. Sean Christopherson taking it down with Ryan Hancock and John Paulson tied for second, and Brett Booters in fourth. MA40. Michael Anderson taking it down. Tim Healy, second place. Aaron Anderson, third place. Congrats. MA1. Chad Rose taking it down.
28
Danny
under.
Drake moving up 12 spots on the final round to take home second place. And then Hunter Snow in third place.
I always find it interesting looking at like who plays in the tournaments that are more up north versus down south, because I don't recognize a lot of these names.
No.
I feel like I know a lot of the people in this area at least that play disc golf.
Yeah. MPO, here are some people we do know. Houston Finch. Could you shoot 17 down at Davis Tech?
Never played.
Never
Don't know.
played.
They did play a 27-hole layout.
That is true. But like, you look at this card: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 birdies in a row.
Then a double, and then a single, and then 7 out of 8 to finish.
Yeah.
So
That's insane.
pretty far.
Is he going to start accepting cash next year, you think?
I think he's probably gonna go to Am Worlds.
Yeah, I think
If
he's going to Am Worlds, and then I bet he accepts cash.
Gotcha. M-World's already happened this year, right?
Yeah, that was in like
But
June.
Okay.
NADGT Am Worlds
National.
Nationals. That's what it is.
National
Well, he hasn't
Ams.
played a single NADGT event, so
I think he already qualified a while ago.
I'm sure. But
Sure.
I don't
Houston, good shooting. Cody Simmons would take it down at 2 or in second place with 27 under, and then Jake Laputka in third. Some of our other boys down there not shooting so well in that final round. Kai, why are you here?
I won a tournament.
Hey, good job, buddy. We're proud of you.
About freaking time.
About time. Talk us through round one. Well, first, what course were you playing? What tournament? Run it through.
I played the Montana State Championships up in Ennis, Montana, or I guess Norris. The first course is Swartz Ranch out in Norris. It's in the middle of nowhere. You drive about 10 miles off the road. One of the best courses I've played before, or ever played, to be completely honest. But there's we played 2 courses, East and West. East is a little bit easier, more par 3s, a little bit shorter. West is a little bit harder, longer holes. First round I played pretty consistent until the last hole. I started on hole 4 and ended on hole 3. Nothing special there, just kept my composure for the most part. Just grabbed birdies where I could. So,
Sick. Round 2, still on West.
that was East first round.
East first round, West second round.
Yeah. Started off pretty okay. It's a harder course. I mean, you don't have to shoot as hot to be in contention still. I wonder if I have a picture of it. Hole 4 or hole, yeah, it was hole 4. I have a picture that somebody can send me.
You can send it to us and we'll pop it up there after.
But yeah. Anyway, that was a fun bogey that I had. And then the next hole, we really play as a par 3. I feel like for most people, so it's a hard hole. It's about 500 feet up, 475 uphill against this and then there's like a rock wall. So, yeah, I guess you could play it as a par 4 or a par 3.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple cool ones. I had a 30-footer on 13 long of the basket, but I missed a chain through.
Oh.
And then it was a pretty consistent back 9,
Yeah.
which was good.
What hole did you start on? Or was
One.
It was
I was
2
on-
times?
No, it was,
Shotgun again?
yeah, but I was on lead
Lead.
card, so.
Nice. Have you played with any of these guys up there yet?
Yeah, I played for a year in Montana,
Yeah.
so I know all those guys.
Sweet. Round 3. Talk us.
Golf course.
Golf course.
Very scoreable golf course. Hole 1, I had about a 45-foot eagle putt. Hole 2, missed my 45-footer for birdie. Hole 3, went in the bunker. Hole 4, made my 10-footer. 5, hit next to the basket, rolled about 40 away. Hole 6, I was about 45 left for my eagle putt. Hole 7, made a 35-footer for birdie. Hole 8, made a 35-footer for birdie. Hole 9, went in the water, had a putt across a pond from about 45, 50, cashed that.
Oh, yeah.
Hole 10, parked. Hole 11, birdie. Hole 12, missed a 25-footer, made a par. Hole 13, that's when it really changed. I'm not going to talk about the competition, but there was a couple instances where that was the instance where it flipped. I gained 4 strokes on that hole.
So you eagled the par 5.
Yeah, I made about a 45-footer.
Sick.
Right side, caught. Hole 14 was terrifying. It's this tiny little peninsula. It's like, how far does it say? 215. Yeah, it probably plays 260 though uphill, and the OB's about 15 feet all around it. Hole 15, down this gully to the right it's a really cool par 4, but it's like you throw about 450 feet out and then another 300 feet to the right. But I rolled to about 200, pitched up. Hole 16 was too far away. Hole 17, I was about 100 feet away, jump putted up. Hole 18, I got lucky, not going to be right, and then I pitched up from about 300. So,
Oh boy.
Proud of you, dude. Finally did it after 2 second places in a row.
yeah, it is what it is, but
It's time.
felt good to win one.
Yeah. Did you go in with a different game plan or a different confidence? Just
Actually, I did not prepare for that one. I showed up Friday afternoon and there was 50-mile-an-hour winds, so I tried to play the golf course, but it just didn't work. So I just what do you call it? I just drove the cart around and saw the holes.
nice.
So that was about it.
Sick. Did they give you a free card to just rip around?
No, it was
in?
$20 a person, so I paid $40 between me and Zoe.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, that's something I have a gripe with, and this is just golf in itself, though.
Mhm.
Is you pay per person for carts, regardless of how many people.
Mhm.
You're using the same cart.
Yeah.
Like, should we have more carts in disc golf?
What courses around here would you use the cart in?
That's a great question.
Like-
you wouldn't really need it because you're not going super far on a lot of them.
I could see if Jolly's was longer, maybe but Creekside, no way in hell. The Fort, no way in hell. What's the other course they played out there for Worlds?
Mulligans.
Oh, that was on a golf course, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had carts during practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is one thing that happened last week we want to talk about was the jump putt scandal.
We've talked about this before, and we can dive into it real quick. But if people are gonna complain about jump putts and foot faults and stuff, you actually have to call it. You can't. We don't have officials out there. If you want to no one's trying to cheat. No one's purposely stepping stepping or jump putting to gain an advantage and doing it incorrectly or against the laws of the game.
Right.
Like, no one's intentionally breaking the laws of the game. They're just trying to be as competitive as possible. That
Yeah.
makes sense? So,
That's my thing too. Is like you're not really gaining an advantage necessarily over somebody that like steps or something like that if your release point's like a millisecond later than where your foot releases from the ground or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you're not actually gaining an advantage.
yeah.
So
If you slow it down, there's a slow-mo video out there. James Proctor's step putt is legit. Like, it is not against any laws of the game.
do you think that's ever deterred pros? Like I know somebody brought up the like after Kristen the like pictures of Kristen came out of her jump putt, like she doesn't do it as often anymore now.
Well, that's why she changed her putt. You know, maybe because people are picking up on it, but we don't see it.
Like is that public perception though, or do you think like because I don't think anybody in the field really cares or calls that.
I couldn't tell you.
Unless it's completely obvious.
Right.
There's no point. I mean, there is a point in calling it, but
Like unless you're like jumping past it kind of thing, like
yeah.
I feel like nobody out there is really going to be calling it, so it's more of just like a public perception point.
Yeah. I think it creates hot topics in disc golf that like some people want to stay out of and some people like want to dive in and like pick apart pros like, hey, they should have been penalized here, here, and here on this round. Like the pros are like they're worried about their own game, and if people are gonna like get that upset about it, like get on the pro tour and call it.
Oh, dude, how many people did you see breaking rules in our last tournament that we never called it
So
a
many.
single thing? Because it's just like
Well,
They're
it's
so
a C
pointless.
tier. We're in MA2. We should be winning.
yeah,
Like
people tapping out putts without marking discs and things like that. Like
I
it-
don't care.
No.
Like if it's an A tier and like we're actually competing, like it's lead card we're strokes apart from each other, and it's a scoreable course or something. Like
Yeah.
sure, I might be like give like a verbal warning to the group, like hey, like you need to mark with a mini.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be that guy, but like we are in an A tier. Like this is as high as it gets for the pros before the pro tour kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, but dude, we're at a C tier. Like it's a fun trip. We took down 1 and 2. I'm not gonna complain about how many mismarked putts I saw.
Yeah.
Because I could count on my hands and toes.
Yeah. There was quite a few.
I have the photo if you want to see it.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
What kind of photo?
It's pretty funny.
Wow.
That was where my par putt was.
No way.
What?
Can you text that to me so I can
Yeah.
put it up there?
What? That's
That's insane.
he's on a rock like if
Here's
the
the- here's the
basket's
video.
here. Did you make that?
No, it's like it was. The podcast will see in a second, but it's like a 25 feet up in the air. Just
If
How-
he's
how
here,
much of an
the rock
angle
is 25
did you
feet
have,
in the
like,
air,
looking
right
down at
here,
it?
just straight down.
oh my.
that that way down on the basket, about that much, from about 25, 30 feet.
That's
That's
insane.
insane, actually. That is insane. Okay, last thing before we get into a bunch of new discs. A bunch. The PDJ put out that they are officially starting their pre-tests of baskets for
and T-pads?
no, just baskets.
Just baskets?
Just baskets. They're pre-testing all their current baskets that have been approved to go through training, basket training. I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
To see if they will stay PDJ approved, and then they might take some out, and then before the Pro Tour kicks off next season, they're going to test the current baskets and new baskets to see which ones get approved. From my understanding, I could be wrong.
Did you hear that? If they don't do it before a certain time, if they miss the due date, they can't do it without special exceptions until the year after.
So it'd be 2026.
6.
Yeah, so hopefully Prodigy forgets it, but
But
that's
that's crazy. That's actually insane.
So those baskets that are going to be on the Pro Tour are all going to have to be standardized by a certain point, and then you can't miss the due date, which is probably going to be like December or January. I bet you it's already out, but
But like even if you like somewhat standardize how it functions, there's still going to be nuances to each of the different companies, right? Like, I just feel like the Pro Tour, like, you should be putting on the same baskets
Yeah,
every week, basically.
I think
Like-
so. I thought of this analogy recently when I was like planning out this podcast, but it's like, imagine going to a football stadium. An NFL stadium, and they're very like standardized. Hey, you have to have the field goals are this wide, this tall. The touchdowns have to be 10 by however wide they are,
Right.
right? Imagine going to an NFL stadium, and one of the end zones is 2 yards shorter, and the field goal is offset to the right or offset to the left, or they're shorter. Like, remember that big whole thing they had a few years ago about like extending the field goal post taller so we could
Yeah.
actually tell because kickers were kicking it so high. It's like, imagine going to a Chicago's Bear game next week, and they had the old posts, and the refs couldn't tell if it went in or out because it was so close.
I'll counter you.
Okay, hit me.
Baseball stadiums. Every single one is different.
Yeah.
Every single one has a different length and outfield, left, center, right, different wall size, different almost everything.
But they have different rules for every stadium.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. So
Like, you still hit it over the fence. It's still a home
yeah,
run.
yeah.
But that fence could be 60 feet longer in a different stadium.
Sure.
On that same line.
The MLB for each stadium has like, they don't come into play that often, but each stadium has like a niche, like 20 lines of rules. It has, hey, this stadium, if this happens, this is what you do. If this happens, this is what you do. It's stupid. We are baseball.
we are. You go somewhere and it could be completely different baskets, different tee pads, different like everything depending where you're playing, right? Like some tee pads are turf, some are concrete, some are rubber. Like,
Yeah.
what is your favorite kind of tee pad, Kai?
concrete
Concrete,
with the grippies, like with the
like the brushed.
no with the X. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it just has like the
Like the new ones at Creekside? Because the new ones are grippier than the old ones.
No, it's like there's a certain pattern. It's just a whole bunch of X's all the way through it. I don't know what it's called, but it works.
I think the one that scares me the most that I know some people like is turf.
Turf.
I'm not a big fan of turf.
I actually like turf a lot too.
I've never
You
played
like
on
it?
the
See,
good turf.
I don't.
guess.
Yeah, like the idea of like, but it's like X's instead of just these.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
not smooth concrete.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I'm-
smooth concrete's scary.
Turf scares me. I think it's more of a mental thing,
Sure.
but turf definitely scares me of like slipping.
The only turf tee pads I've played on are bad turf tee pads, like where it's warped and stuff. Like, okay, the ones at Brighton are good, but later in the season they get a little scary because some of them have like little downs and ups and stuff. That scared me. But when it's flat and like I can trust it, I like those. But I'm with Kai. I like a surfaced concrete tee pad.
Yeah.
So
We got to play on dirt tee pads last week.
no, not dirt, sand.
Yeah. It's pretty much just sand.
They were. I mean, it's a super fun course. But if they put a little more money into it,
If they just had like packed dirt
mhm.
tee pads where it's like fully packed down.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was purely like I was filling in divots as I was teeing off.
Oh, every time someone teed off, I would like
You'd have to
before
walk
me,
up there and, like,
yeah, you'd have
kick
to walk up
sand.
and like kick sand into it, like pack it down best you could, and you'd still make a crater like 4 inches deep.
Yep.
Not fun.
What's your favorite basket then?
The disc catchers,
The disc
Any of
catchers?
those?
the disc catchers, the Discraft Chain Star Pros, or the DGA Mach 10s.
Okay.
Okay.
I was a big fan of the veterans for a little while.
They're awful.
Why
Really?
why don't you like the veterans?
They're too wide.
That's why I like them. It's a
No,
catch.
the basket is too skinny compared to the cage. The basket's too wide compared to the chain, so it makes it harder. Or it's not harder, but it's like the target looks different compared to other baskets.
I felt like they catched a lot for me. That's why I liked them.
Fair enough.
You can kind of like dunk them in if your putt's like a little off.
Yeah. I still like black holes. I think I like them the most. It's because what we play on the most out here.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they come up with as far as like solidifying the baskets for the Pro Tour kind of thing, like standardizing
I don't
in
think,
some way.
I don't think we'll see much change this year at least.
No.
Because it's just testing. So.
Well, and does standardization come into it when you have like elevated baskets and lowered baskets and things like that? Like,
Is there a standard height?
technically, they're supposed to be a standard height for the manufacturers, but that doesn't mean that the courses can't have it on like an extended pole or something.
Sure. Okay.
Like, imagine Kai had a putt. That putt was like the basket's like 20 feet in the air. He's putting straight at it.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
That would be a wild one.
That would be wild.
So shall we go through all the new
Let's do it.
fun stuff?
We have okay. This is a big week for discs in disc golf. Are you leaving?
I think I have to.
Okay, wait. Before Kai leaves, go grab your bag.
Oh. I have
or
to.
or you
Or
you're, it's
grab
your
a,
disc.
grab a disc that you've enjoyed throwing lately out of your bag, or in here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, Kai does that. We have a lot of.
Halfway in.
We have a lot of discs
Oh,
this
and you
week.
broke them too.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, not the pineapple.
You pop the lens out.
No, that's just pop back in.
Alright.
We have a lot of disc releases this week.
Or the next week or two coming.
Yeah. And we get an early bird access to them. Got it?
This is not the right one, but the Calvin Heimberg Halo Destroyers I was throwing all over the place last weekend, so
Sweet.
yeah.
Disc
That
of the
was
week
it.
is a destroyer. I don't think we've ever done a
We
destroyer.
haven't done destroyer because we don't throw them very often.
No, we don't.
Look at me go, guys.
Look at you go, Kai. We're proud of you.
And then we're gonna keep going on with that with this pad number destroyer that I think I found for $10. I think it's a first runner at PFN. So
Let me see.
Do you think
can't
that'll
see
be
it.
like a? That's really flat.
yeah, I bet you it's a roller, but
Really.
no, I bet you it's actually bombs. But it's from 2009 to 10.
Nice.
Sick.
Well, if everybody has roots, whole 9. My destroyer's in a tree still.
Yes.
So, let me know.
It is in a tree. Kai, you want your Gatorade or am I throwing it away? I'm being your mom.
I'll throw it in my trap. I'll throw it.
I'm gonna be your mom? Really, bro?
Yeah, really.
I mean, we are going in descending age here.
Gosh. Yeah, we are. It's okay. Kai's better disc golfer than us, so
He is.
It's okay.
I try.
He's been playing longer.
That's very
My
true.
phone over there. You know what pass that to me? I'm all over the place right now.
You're good, man. Thanks for joining us, Kai. We'll see you later.
Bye podcast.
Dude,
he
I
is a
thought
mess.
I thought my life was a mess. That man right there.
All right, Ian. What do we got here?
We're gonna start with Discraft
Discraft?
because it comes out first.
All right. Should we start
Top-
with the
top-
real fun?
Yeah, top 2.
Top 2.
Okay, so we have a.
These are the Halloween edition buzzes.
That one is beautiful.
I love the like Beetlejuice kind of stamp on these.
I'm not.
Very flat.
I'm not a buzz person.
I hate the full colored ones.
I don't like them either.
Not because of the graphic. The graphic looks sick, but those things are always so domey and they just don't feel good in the hand.
This one's very domey.
Yeah.
Like I.
Versus like this run, like these are like board flat. Like I really like those.
Yeah, this is just ESP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's Halloween Glow.
Ooh.
That's cool. This one's actually kind of domey too, but like
Not like that.
Not like
that's
that.
from like the shoulder.
this
up.
one, like a lot of the buzzes I've felt lately have been like pretty board flat.
Yeah.
This one is not quite that board flat. I still don't like.
And
the
those
buzz.
come out on the 11th.
The 11th, October 11th is when you can get your hands on those.
We do have
We have
two
a-
other before those.
Okay.
Before all of those, I think
I'm
we
gonna.
have two other.
I need to
things
hide these three.
that come out soon.
Hurry, Dave! Hurry, Dave! Run, run, run!
Kind of the Solar Flare FD3s.
I have a
Really pretty looking. You do have FD3s? No, you don't.
Oh, sorry.
That's a showstopper. That's not an
No,
FD3.
you're right. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
These come
I messed
out
up.
tomorrow, right, Chandler? The 9th. New run of FD3s. Feels pretty beefy. I believe it's a Firebird-esque
Yeah. It feels like a Firebird.
disc. And
A
then
little domey, actually. Not crazy, but a little dome to him. Not that flat top.
yeah. And then the new James Proctor Crux. These are super 6 stamped, 5502-ish, like guava type numbers. Very like glidey from the little bit we've been able to throw those.
I might buy one. That feels really good.
It does. Kai had one.
These
I
are
don't know if
beautiful.
we're allowed to say that, but we were able to throw one of these before. These drop tomorrow.
Yeah.
They feel great.
Yeah, they do.
I really like those. Plus the plastic, like that dot space plastic is real nice and grippy.
Mm-hmm. If you guys want to see disc reviews on these, please let us know down below. I don't
Mostly
want to.
this one.
I don't want to buy all of these and then not put a disc review up. But if you guys want to see a disc review, like, let us know. Instagram, DM us, text us if you have our numbers. Like, leave a message down below. Like, do something because I want to do more disc reviews. But there's so many discs coming out, and like, we're still doing this for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to spend. This is what $200 on discs, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are more so just like stamps, like the Halloween stamp buzzes and stuff like
Yeah.
that, versus like the Crux is a new disc.
Yeah, I think we will do a Crux either
Yeah.
way. So let us know. Let's jump into this. Before we get into the MVP stuff, this is the parachute. These stamps are beautiful. It's a
The
lemon.
lemon.
It's a lemon and an orange. They have orange ones. They're really pretty, guys. They're really pretty.
Super cool. Great catch disc.
Mm-hmm.
Super,
I might
super
buy
fun.
one, dude. I'm not a one-speed guy, but like I feel like this could come in handy.
I mean, I always bag a glitch just to have a glitch,
Yeah.
but it's
might-
one of those like fun catch discs that you'll use every once in a while without realizing that you kind of wanted it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me not mess this up here. Okay. So MVP is dropping 4 Halloween stamps. That's. They're dropping 4 Halloween discs this year. So let's go slow to fast. Why not?
Okay.
They're dropping Eclipse Pixels. This is a stamp. Beautiful. If you guys
The old Tower of Terror.
don't throw pixels like and want a glow putter, I think this is a good option for a lot of people. I like the pixel. I don't bag one, but I do have a lot of pixels at home that I take out back and just have fun putting with and like stuff. They feel a little domier than the other pixels.
This
A
one
little
is
deeper.
specifically a Simon Lizotte presented UFO and Bigfoot pixel.
I like it.
It's kind of neat to see these. You'll see on all of the discs there's a specific person for all of them. So that one's Simon's. Next slow one.
Detour presented in Gyrovision, Eye of the Mountain, James Conrad III, Tower of Terror.
Kind of like horror movie-esque. I always think of Tower of Terror was a ride at Disney in Florida.
This is the Eclipse Detour
Oh, Tour of Terror.
Tour of Terror. This is the Eclipse Detour. Guys, this thing looks sweet. It doesn't look as flippy as a Detour, like,
Yeah,
by the profile.
I've been throwing a Detour a lot since I lost my Peach,
Mm-hmm.
and
These look sweet.
that might be one of the ones that needs to go in.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Eagle McMahon Pyros that came out. These feel a little bit domey for a pyro. Like, this feels like it might be a little bit more glidey than the other run that came out.
Yeah.
Really like it though. Flying Thrills, Boulder, Colorado. Like, I think this is just a fun little thing that they're doing with, like, team stamped kind of discs.
They're definitely domier. This is probably a little straighter.
A little more glide to it before
Yeah.
it starts to fade. And then we have the Silva Saarinen Wave. Glow plastic. This feels like a great wave, honestly. Beneath the Wave Silva Saarinen. Little kraken kind of creature on it. Again, cannot say enough good things about a wave, especially as a beginner driver kind of thing. So, way to go, MVP. These feel great. They look great. Love them.
They look amazing. I love what MVP's doing. With this release, MVP did a little thing as well, where they took these stamps and put them in different colors. And
So there's a few variants.
there are a few variants. This is one of them. This is the Detour. It's in a red variant. This looks amazing.
Yeah.
If this was red rim, dude, oh my.
Super, like, menacing looking.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And look at the eyes on that. You see it? It's like
Yep.
silver eyes. Really cool. And then two of the pixels we have here. This one's really, really cool. It's like a glimmer foil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They said there's only one of these in the shop.
I really like this one, which is like the pumpkin, like orange with the pumpkins with the orange on it and whatnot. Very like Halloween-y.
Oh, that's the only one.
This is,
Okay, there's 5 of the ones I just showed. Sorry, I got that mixed up.
so there's only one of this orange Halloween one with the orange rim on it. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. That's all of
That's
MVP.
MVP. That all comes out on the 16th.
Yes, October 16th.
Yep.
We have a lot of Discmania discs to talk about. You want 2 or 3?
Give me 3. Oh, you give me the top.
I'll go first.
Sweet.
Okay, so I have the FD and the FD1. We'll start with the FD. This is the Showstopper 2 Ella Hansen Spooky Series, FD.
I had one of last year's ones.
This
And-
feels like the same thing.
It was super nice. It was very straight. Like, I wasn't getting a whole lot of flip out of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I threw Kai's FD today, which is like an older Innova made one.
Mm-hmm. And
And that thing had like that turn that everybody talks about with FDs.
Sure.
These to me were just like very point and shoot with like a little bit of fade.
Okay. And then we have the Skywalker 2 Casey White Spooky Series Color Glow Horizon Sea Line FD1. Why did
Jeez.
they have to make their name so long? This looks... I love this stamp, first off. I think this stamp is sick.
That's super cool. And that is a FD1.
That is an FD1, the
Nice.
Color Glow.
So just a little bit more stable.
Yep.
All right,
Beautiful
Let's
discs.
start out with the Kyle Klein Spooky Series Color Glow Sea Line Vanguards. It looks like the same kind of Vanguard stamp, just with like a skeleton,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. No, I haven't thrown a Vanguard.
I haven't either. Maybe it's time to pick one up.
Yeah. Feels nice. Could not tell you what it does, though.
Chandler, what are the numbers on a Vanguard?
952.
Okay, so like Thunderbird-esque.
Yeah, I call it a wannabe Sexton Firebird.
A wannabe Sexton Firebird.
Okay.
Maybe I won't be buying this. I have so many of those at home. These look great.
Yeah.
I really like that stamp.
Next, I'll save this one for last because I really like that one.
Yeah, that's a good stamp.
Yeah. We have the Ganonburst Spooky Series in the Color Glow. The Cloud Breakers with the bat stamp. Super cool. I hope it's very similar to the new Cloudbreaker run that they just came out with. The swirly rim on that looks so sick. And the Cloudbreaker that I got recently is just like a beautiful, like, flip up the flat, push super far, like
Yeah.
really reliable in the wind, but not too flippy.
Yeah.
And last we have the Nicholas Antila Horizon DD3 Nordic Phenom 3 with the like shimmery pumpkin on this thing. This looks so sick. I'm not a fan of black discs because I feel like they're hard to find, but I really love that stamp.
I do too. It's just, it looks like an MVP disc because of the black rim,
Yeah.
right? But it's not an overmold, it's just the injection mold.
Yep. And DD3, sometimes flippy, sometimes very like straight.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. It's pretty domey, so it looks like a good run of DD3s.
Yeah. That's kind of all we got this week. Kiter disc of the week.
Yep.
The honorable mention is the cinnamon that I aced with an hour and a half ago.
It's still staying in my bag. You're not taking
No, I don't
it.
want to take it.
You're
I
not
really
taking
don't,
it.
because I didn't feel bad about the Gorgon because you had just bought the Gorgon
Yeah.
and you didn't have a sentimental attachment to it,
Yeah.
and I know you're sentimentally attached to that. You
Well,
are buying
if
one
you
though.
if you did it with my other cinnamon,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even sign that. I wouldn't even sign that. But that was a sick ace.
it's a really hard hole to ace. So like, props to you, dude. Like, great throw.
Thanks.
Like I said, you got to switch up your bag a little bit, man. You need-
I'm gonna buy some new discs today. I'm probably gonna spend $100 in here and buy some discs, and just try some new stuff out because I want to.
yeah.
I'm gonna actually ask you for a lot of help in that because I want you to give me some opinions. I wanted to ask Kai, but he had to go.
Yeah. I think there's just a lot of things that like our games have changed so much over the time,
Mhm.
and our bags have changed so much over time.
Mhm.
And I think like certain discs do different things than what the numbers actually say they do.
Totally.
So it's like this disc flies like the numbers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, you threw it flat. It had about a 1, maybe a 1.5 turn, and then like came out hard at the end, like super perfect,
Yeah.
just a
Well,
splash.
and like that turn is like,
It's very controllable.
yeah, and that's a 9-speed I've been looking for. Like it's a Vulture, but the Vulture feels fast.
The Vulture is
Right.
just too stable, in my opinion. Like, yours might be getting beat up to like come up to flat, but you'll never really get like
A
that turn out of it.
No, it's just dead straight. And
Yeah.
maybe I do need a little turn. You know.
Like, there's always like finding that like happy medium instead of like forcing a disc. That's why I found that I love the Peach and the Detour because it does what I kept trying to get my Hex to do
Mhm.
without me having to like force it.
Yeah.
Like, it just gives me that turn that I actually wanted with like a little bit of fade.
Yeah.
So we'll have some fun in the shop for a little while,
Yeah.
find some stuff. But
Any other shop updates? There's a bunch of old Creekside swag from this year. Come pick that up. Make sure to come in and hang out with Chandler and Jacob and Ben when they're here. I think Ben's gone this week.
He's back tomorrow.
Oh, he's back tomorrow. Okay. You'll see Ben in the shop today, I guess.
tomorrow.
Today when they see this.
Oh yeah.
'Cause we
Sure,
film-
sure.
Oh, yeah. Podcasts are also going out on Wednesday now because I don't want to compete with Tour Life. Thank you.
Isn't Tour Life come out on Wednesday?
No, Tour Life comes out on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right.
Because ours go live, and then True Life goes live like 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brody. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna
don't
say we're
watch-
not.
I've watched True Life for so long, and like I watched their most recent podcast, but I didn't care too much. So
Heck yeah.
I think that's it.
That's it for this week. Short one.
Short one, fun one. Next week we'll be going over Throw Pink. We'll be going over USDGC. We'll be going over Chandler's Love Life, and a lot more.
We're kidding on that.
We're
last
kidding
one.
on Chandler's Love Life.
Yeah, is USDGC? It's not this week. It's the week after.
I thought it was this weekend.
Chandler,
I'm looking.
is it this weekend? Wow, my dates are all kinds of messed up.
Yeah. Oh, if anyone's going to Jolly's, let us know. I'll come with you Friday.
Sweet.
Saturday's up in the air, though. We'll see. Throw Pink is also this weekend.
Okay. So throw pink and USDGC are this weekend.
Yep. And
Got
then
it.
after that, it's the championship next weekend, and we're done.
Yep.
Like that's season 1 of the podcast right there.
Yep.
So we have 2 more podcasts till season 1's done,
Sweet.
and then season 2 is gonna be a bang out.
It's gonna be fun. It'll be
Very different.
very different, but we're excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the changing of the seasons.
Hmm.
You know, full this season's kind of coming to an end. Solitude closed this weekend. Brighton closed it, or Solitude closed this past weekend. Brighton closes this upcoming weekend.
Sunday's the last day.
Yep. So get up there, get your rounds in while you still can.
Yeah.
Before the snow
Bring a
hits.
hoodie,
Yeah.
just in case.
I mean, it'll be nice. It's still warm down here.
Yeah. No, like I'm wearing a t-shirt today. I feel great.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Ending scene.